Curious about what's happening in the Orange County housing market? You've come to the right place. Welcome to Market Watch. Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Market Watch. I'm Jason Zwolak of the Zwolak Group with First Team and Christie's International Real Estate, coming to you as always from Irvine here in Orange County, California. For those of you tuning in for the first time, I take a look at the Orange County real estate market to let you know what's going on in housing. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, hit the little bell so you're notified every time I post. I post new videos every week about what it's like to live here in Orange County. We talk about the market, neighborhoods, restaurants, businesses, everything that you need to know about living in Orange County. Well, the market has done a full 180 from what we saw at the beginning of COVID, and we are now in a hot market. Some neighborhoods we're in a deep seller's market. Overall, we're in a slight seller's market. It has really gotten pretty crazy out there and surprising to some. For those of you that have tuned in before, I always like to look at the three driving factors of the real estate market: supply or inventory, demand, and interest rates. So I like to start off with interest rates. Where are interest rates right now? Interest rates are historically low. They're still in the low threes. We're starting to see jumbo products come back. So anything that's outside of that conforming loan limit, they're starting to come back. There are some stipulations on them, but we're starting to see those products come back to the market, which is a great thing. I think that's going to drive more buyers to the market. If we look at the interest rates and the payments now compared to in the past, we see some crazy numbers. Check this out. If you look at a purchase price of $875, we'll use the middle number here. So you're looking at $875 with 20% down. So your 30-year fixed loan is going to be $700,000. Your payment today with a 3.15% loan, and they're going to fluctuate, but we'll use 3.15, is $3,008. Prior to the Great Recession, interest rates were at 6.35%. That's a $1,348 savings in your mortgage, or just over $16,000 a year. Amortize that over 30 years, and you're looking at a ridiculous amount of money being saved. And that is really one of the driving factors right now. Buyers want to get in the market. They want to take advantage of these great rates, and we're seeing that happen. So I think that's number one, is really driving this market and this hot market that we're seeing. Right now, this market is hotter than last year and the year before. It's really surprising because of everything with the stay-at-home order and COVID. However, when you look at the actual numbers, we can see why. So the one thing we want to look at right now is we want to look at the second driving force, which is our inventory. So how many homes are on the market right now? Our supply. So let's check out what is happening in Orange County right now with our supply. So when we look at the active inventory right now, we have 5,042 homes on the market. Now, if I compare that to 2 weeks ago, we had 5,089. So our actual supply is diminishing at this time. And when we look at this compared to 2019, we were hovering around 7,500 homes. That's 2,500 more homes on the market for buyers to choose from. So our supply was much higher in 2019 compared to now. It's really surprising, but understandable, because I think people just are a little bit hesitant about coming on the market right now. They may not want people coming through their house because of COVID. They may not know where to go, so they're holding on to their house. They're holding off on their plans because they may be worried that they may not be able to find a replacement home if they sell. So there's all these reasons, but our low inventory is another reason that our market is so hot right now. Now we're going to look at demand. When we look at demand over the last 2 weeks, our demand went up by 500 homes. Our inventory went down, our demand went up, which is not surprising, but we're really seeing it outpace that inventory. So when our supply drops, even though it only drops slightly, even if it stays the same right now, our demand is driving up. When that gap gets closer, that's what drives the hot market. So when you've got interest rates low, you've got low inventory, and you've got high demand, you're in a seller's market. And that's where we are right now. And if we look at days on market and we compare our days on market, so the average time it takes to sell a house, we look at the days on market, so the average time it takes to sell a house, and we compare this year's numbers to last year's numbers at the same time, this year's numbers are actually better. They're selling faster. So let's check these out. So here's our days on market for all of Orange County. This is broken down by price point, okay? But if we look at the average days on market and we go across the board, every price point we're seeing a drop except for the 4 million plus. The 4 million plus is an anomaly. When you look at it into that price point, the buyer pools are much smaller. They're really, those homes do tend to sit a little bit longer, so we expect to see that. But when you look at every other price point, they're being slashed. $1.5 to $2 million, it's down 51 days. If we look at the days on market for the total county, in mid-April, the days on market were 121 days. Slight buyer's market. It has dropped 39% and now sits at 74 days average, which is a slight seller's market. I know I've been talking about how we're in a hot seller's market. These numbers here are for all of Orange County. So that's taking in all price points, all cities. If you're looking at a specific city, or you're looking to sell or buy in a specific city and a different area, different neighborhood within that city, you need to really look at those micro markets because we are seeing hot seller markets in different cities. For example, I was looking at Laguna Niguel today, and it's a 64-day market time. So the average days on market to sell there is 64 days. That's more of a hot seller's market compared to 74, which is a slight seller's market. So really what we're seeing right now, we're seeing buyers back out in the market. They're trying to take advantage of these great rates. We're seeing buyers having to compete with multiple offers. We're seeing sellers get multiple offers, homes selling quickly. But again, you need to be aware of the situation. You need to have a strategy in place. If you're looking to sell, you need to have a virtual strategy. You need to talk to your agent. It still needs to be aligned properly. It needs to be priced right, marketed right, look great, and be easy to show. Those four, if you can do those four things, you will have success in this market. For my buyers out there, if you are looking to buy in a neighborhood, you need to talk to your agent. What's our strategy? When you're writing an offer, how can you make it more appealing to that seller? Because if you are in a multiple offer situation, there are things other than price, if you're capped at your price, that you can offer up that may push you over the edge. And that's what you need to do. So if you have any questions, please let us know. We're here to help in any way that we can. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe. Hit the little bell so you're notified every time I post. I post videos every week about what it's like to live here in Orange County. Again, if you're looking to buy or sell, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Just get in touch with us. We're here to help and answer any questions that you may have. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. And until next time, take care, everybody.